We start right off here tonight with our first confession affecting so many parents out there and taking place where so many of you are probably heading this weekend, the mall. You might run into those so-called talent scouts discovering your children.
Right. They're armed with portfolios, clipboards, offering your kids a shot at a career and money. Only you're going to have to spend some money first. Our hidden cameras caught the sales pitch playing on the dreams of you and your child. Here's Rebecca Jarvis.
They all started small as child models before Cameron, Brooke, and Angelina hit the big time.
Well.
And what parent hasn't gazed at their own child and thought, you ought to be in pictures?
Actually, how old your son is?
Oh, he's 3.
3? Perfect.
And if a talent scout swooped in like this, they'd be all ears.
We're actually looking for kids this age for print, for modeling, for commercials.
Maybe this scene looks familiar. Scouts at a suburban shopping mall approaching parents and their kids with a seductive pitch.
There's always a great opportunity.
At this New York area mall, these scouts work for a company called Interface Talent. Now all parents think their kids are special and are thrilled to hear that someone else thinks so too.
They were scouted by our scout, so this is huge for them. They were chosen out of all these other kids.
Meet our first confessor, Trisha Cariglia, who came from other talent agencies before getting work at the Interface office near Boston. The job there?
To get the parents to trust you and the kids to love you and look at the kids and say, wouldn't you love to do this? And have the kids be begging the parents.
Our next confessor is Laura Lasala. Based near Boston, Laura tried the music business and interior designing before working up to the executive ranks at Interface.
What were they looking for?
Anyone.
Anyone, that is, with a child and a checkbook.
They would just go right after them. Ma'am, 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 hi. They would, walk and follow them if they had to.
One of their starry-eyed clients, 12-year-old Isabella. Isabella's danced competitively since she was 5 and has big dreams.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to be an actress.
You're about to see the sales pitch Isabella and her mom Letizia heard from Interface. But there's something the scouts at this mall don't know. Isabella and her mom already have a gig with us. We recruited them to go undercover with hidden cameras.
Okay, let's put it on the inside.
Posing as a family friend, one of our producers enters the mall with them, where, sure enough, just minutes after walking in,
We're looking for girls around her age for modeling.
they hear about a parade of successful Interface clients.
She ended up on Levi's commercials, so she's done commercials. We have people in TV shows too.
Was this something where she could, make money?
Yeah.
And the scout soon utters the F word, free.
It's no cost, it's no obligation. You're just gonna come into our office, talk to one of our development directors, and then he or she will tell you about our program and everything.
Still skeptical? Well, they know just what to say.
We have an 80% success rate.
80%?
Yeah.
Meaning what?
They got at least one callback.
Really?
Even though Isabella is working undercover for us, she's flattered.
It's like not every day someone asks you if you would like to be a model.
So we sign up. Our entry to the next stop on the hard sell tour, the Interface office. With locations in 6 states, scouts fanned out to attract parents in shopping malls up and down the East Coast for that free evaluation.
Was the free evaluation anything more than a sales pitch?
No, it was all sales pitch.
Trisha Cariglia says curious parents often ask the same question.
Did they just choose my daughter out of hundreds of people? And I'm supposed to say, yes, of course, look at her.
Interface says they never claim to be selective. Still, Trisha says employees were intensely pressured to get money from every family, talented or not.
I had kids hanging from the ceilings, throwing things in my office. I just wanted to get them out of there. But still, I had to try to sign them.
Today, one of the development directors starts with a seemingly innocent request.
Now, before I get started, Isabella is a minor. I just need to see 2 forms of ID.
But hold on. Our insiders told us there may be an ulterior motive here. By getting parents to open up their wallets now, they'll know there's a credit card in there if parents later on claim they can't pay. The next step? Buttering up Isabella.
Beautiful smile. Did you wear braces?
Pouring on the compliments.
So you had to pick out something about the child and compliment them.
And if you couldn't?
Oh, there's always something. It doesn't mean that they're the most gorgeous thing in the world, but you're trying to make them feel like it.
Then our development director starts, directing. He's even got a prop.
I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna say action. I want you to look at your mom and go, Mom, I'm sorry. Can you please buy me some pizza?
Oh, thank God,
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, good. This is gonna be pretty easy. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, I'm sorry. Can you please buy me some pizza?
Oh, she gave you the puppy eyes. All right, good job. Listen.
The point was to have them impress you first.
So first, you are, wow, what an impressive singing voice. I bet you heard some really bad singing voices.
I sure did.
And you just grinned.
Yep.
Next thing we know, they're tempting our tween with a turn on television.
So you love to see yourself on TV? Would that be cool?
That would be really cool.
And just like at the mall, out comes that binder with a bevy of beautiful kids who booked professional gigs thanks to Interface.
Dominic, with the Mohawk look, they love his style. He ends up in Ugly Betty as the brother.
He does occasionally pop in a disclaimer.
Sounds very promising.
Well, no, I never promise anything. I tell you that there is no fortune in family. I told you that from the very beginning. You have to have realistic expectations.
But then jumpstarts Isabella's dreams with a familiar refrain.
Do I have a high success rate? Yes. I have an 80% success rate in placing you to an agent manager.
But it sounds like you think Isabella's got a lot of
Well, it's more
potential.
Well, yes, I do. Do I feel like Isabella has a lot of opportunity? Absolutely, I do.
Isabella's sure hooked, and this development director knows it's time to hit him up for big money.
I would love to invite Isabella to come back so I can do her first professional photo shoot with us.
They'll send those pictures out to agents and casting directors, but there's a whopping price tag. Photo shoot packages run from $600 up to over $7,000.
That's not cheap.
Neither is 10 years of ballet, tap, jazz, and all that.
True.
Then he tugs hard on parents' heartstrings.
Nothing's cheap in life for kids.
Right.
But it's how much you believe, how much you really think she wants it.
So the goal was really keep them in the room until they sign.
Yes, there could be no zeros. If there was a zero, it was going to be hell to pay from the owner.
The former owner denied pressuring employees and told his staff was instructed to deal with clients honestly and ethically. Still, we witnessed a healthy serving of parental guilt.
And when you want to look back at this, you want to say, did I jip myself by starting low because of a few $100s? Or did I do it the best way possible?
And what parent doesn't want the best for their kid? So we laid down $1,600 for the photo shoot. The development director later told us he didn't feel like he did anything wrong and believed in his pitch since his own daughter found modeling jobs through Interface. But mom, not so happy.
When he put down the price list, it was completely out of the ballpark that I had even thought of.
But Isabella has stars in her eyes.
You just have a feeling in your gut that it's going to turn out okay.
Our insider Trisha says she had moments of guilt, but she felt she had to stick to the script since supervisors usually watched on surveillance cameras.
They taught us either your kid eats or their kid eats.
The owner of Interface denied that anyone would say that. Still, Trisha says she snuck outside away from the cameras to warn parents off.
I would actually take a mother aside and say, just cancel. Just believe me, just cancel. My paycheck didn't matter actually anymore. It was more these kids' dreams.
Coming up next, the photo shoot,
Smile.
the pressure,
Very tired, hungry, and grumpy.
and an unexpected twist as Isabella chases her dreams.
Parents were in for a big surprise.
Yes.
Will Isabella get a gig? Stay with us.